Alright, we are back for Season 5. F Zappa 20 did a few of these last year for Season 4, the Game of Thrones recaps. Season 5 starting out with a bang, as always. Season premieres, gotta be big. Game of Thrones coming through, getting a little bit of all the key characters in there. Didn't see the Stark kids. Well, you didn't see the two young Stark kids, but everybody else was a player. Cersei even got a look at that little bitch, which is a kid. She was an evil child. She's an evil adult. Dinklage was in there. He's over there with the fat man. They're thinking about trying to join forces with the Khaleesi. She was there. Tried to go down and meet with the dragons. They were pissed. Blowing flame. She doesn't know what to do. Stannis trying to get the wildlings to join his army. Go take over. The leader of the wildlings would not have it, though. He would not bend the knee. He was going to be burned alive. The Red Woman all over that scene, of course. You know, when someone's being burned to death, the Red Woman is on the scene. Some good Red Woman cleavage already right here in episode 1. No nipples, but a little bit of look there. She wants Jon Snow, too. No doubt about it. She is after Jon Snow's pecker. But anyhow, they burn the guy alive, but Jon Snow steps in, saves him from the pain and agony of burning to death, and shoots him with an arrow. I don't know what they're going to think about that. I don't know if you mess with a Red Woman sacrifice. Stannis kind of turned and looked. He understood. What's up with the wildlings now? Will they fight for Stannis? I don't know how that works. Who else did we have? Yep, of course, they buried the old man. Cersei and Jaime met there. Just a little bit of feeling out process. Not a whole lot happened. The season's moving on. Unfortunately, the wildling leader, whatever that dude's name is, he's a goner. He's the first victim of the season. And that pretty much covers it. Let's see here. You got some Dinklage action. He's still hitting the wine. Sansa and Barrish. Cersei. Yep, we covered it all. Stannis. I feel like there's one thing I'm forgetting. What is it? That gay dude. He might not have to marry Cersei now. He's happy about that. His sister's a hottie. Alright. So that's it. As the season picks up, so will these videos. I'm F Zappa 20, and that was Game of Thrones, and enjoy. The Unsullied. That's what I was forgetting. I knew I was leaving something out. Old Grey Worm had a little conversation with the Khaleesi's chick. You know, the Khaleesi's right-hand woman. So she wanted to know why that Unsullied dude, what he was doing in a brothel. She's looking to get her some Unsullied, and Grey Worm ain't coming off of it. So that's it. That's the other part I forgot. Alright, here we are. F Zappa 20 is back with you. Episode 2, Season 5 of Game of Thrones. We're still in the unwrapping process. Let's see. Brienne of Tarth, Patty showed up. They run into Sansa and little Stinkfinger out there on the road. A little bit of a battle there. Those Stark girls just don't want nothing to do with Brienne. She keeps trying. They keep shooting her down. She's not giving up, though, of course. So then that leads us to Arya. She's over there. She's arrived in Bravos. That big statue, man. Thing was worth watching the episode alone right there. She goes to the House of Black and White. Runs into old dude. Old Jack dude. You know, that weirdo she keeps running into. She wants to become a faceless man now. Still has Needle, though, of course. About had to pull Needle out on a couple of punks in this episode. So you got Jon Snow at the wall. No Red Woman titties yet, but Jon Snow was elected the new man at the wall. Of course, he had the support of the guy. Sam put in a word for him. They said, yep, Jon Snow's the guy. That other dude's tough. That guy's a big pussy, but Jon Snow's our guy. Let's see then. We got, like I said, Dinklage, the little man, and the fat man. They're on the way over to see the Khaleesi. Ooh, some problems going on with Mrs. Targaryen now. You know, one of them little slaves, guy that looks like Tiago Alves. He went and killed the master that was being held prisoner. Khaleesi was not happy with that. She had him executed in public square. The people turned on her. They went from chanting her name, they love her, to turning on her, hissing at her, chucking rocks at her. She ran into hiding up there at the top of the pyramid. And that's where her dragon showed back up, saying, hey, these little slaves think they're going to fuck with you, mama? No deal. He's back. The rogue dragon showed up. Does the flyby on the town, hissing, whatever the hell that noise is a dragon makes, letting them know. You will burn. Alright. I'm F Zappa 20. That was episode 2. Oh, Cersei. She's over there pulling strings. And old Jaime Lannister, his sellsword's back in it, dude. I thought that guy was gone. I was worried. But nope. Jaime fucking Lannister shows up, gets him. Cersei's over there, man. I can't wait till her day comes. Who is going to stick a sword right in her throat is what I want to know. But she's got some shit going on with the small council. That new little king. What a shithead. Alright. Game of Thrones, Season 2, F-Zappa 20. Subscribe. You don't have to watch anything else. Just subscribe for this. Don't worry about the other shit. At the end of the season, you can unsubscribe. How about a thumbs up, too? It's my new thing. Been in a battle with a thumbs down bandit. So here we are again. I am still F-Zappa 20, and this is Game of Thrones. Season 5, Episode 3. Started out again with Arya. Seems to be the way to start out a show now. You got Arya over there at the House of Black and White. Looks like this is serious now. She's trying to become a faceless man, wants to be an assassin, had to part with all of her belongings to become no one. Even had to hide Needle. She couldn't bring herself to throw Needle away, though. Had to tuck him away, keep him hidden for a later date. Got a feeling she'll be receiving him again. Cersei and Marjorie, they're just not going to get along ever, are they? You know, Cersei, although she's the queen bitch, Marjorie's not far behind her. She's playing the game, too. There was a wedding. Who knew? There's like 2 seconds of the episode took place. That new king. Is anybody taking that guy serious? I don't think so. That little dude's trying to run Cersei out of town, but it ain't working. How long is he going to be the king? Well, even last 5 episodes, the Lannisters are on their way out, I got a feeling. Sansa and Ramsay. Sansa has met now what will be about her 5th dude that's supposed to be her husband. This time it's going to be Ramsay. One of the sickest dudes on the show. Sansa refused, but what can she say? She's listening to what Stinkfinger has to say, and he says this is the deal. See, Jon Snow and Stannis. Stannis just can't get Jon Snow on board. He needs him. He's like, dude, I need you, man. But Jon Snow is dedicated to the wall. To even prove that he's dedicated, that fat guy, the fat bald guy that's been giving him shit, Jon Snow executed him. Chopped his head right off, letting everybody know I am not playing games. Stannis gave him the nod like, that's right, dog. It's twice now in 3 episodes you've gotten the Stannis nod to Jon Snow. No red woman nipples yet again. Tyrion, or wait, what? No, I'll take that back. Tyrion was taken. Old Jorah's going to try to get him back over to the Khaleesi. Could be taking him to Cersei, but I think he's taking him to the Khaleesi. Try to get back in her good graces. Say, I got the little man for you. Look what I got. But, unfortunately, that's where he was headed anyhow. That pretty much wraps up the episode. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Things went down. And, yeah. We're heating up. 3 episodes in, we're heating up. This recap video might not have been the best, but you know what? Check out the others. And if you hate all 3, well, then you don't have to subscribe. But if you do, you got to subscribe and hit thumbs up. That's the deal. Well, you don't have to, but you should. Oh boy, we got a big one there. Game of Thrones making a strong comeback in episode 4. F-Zappa 20 back here again with another recap. You guys keep watching them. You keep hitting the thumbs up. I'm going to keep making them. So on to the show now. Let's see here. Oh boy, after that ending, I got Grey Worm on the mind, but we got to get to that. We got to get to the other stuff first. Where they started, quick and to the point. That's why you guys like these recaps, I think. There's people on here that do recaps that last over an hour. So anyhow, like I said, Jorah, Tyrion, that's how it starts out. They are, in fact, going over to see Khaleesi. He's taking her to Daenerys Targaryen. Might be good for the little man now, seeing how things turn out. Jaime fucking Lannister and his sellsword. They head over to Dorne. Of course, there's trouble right off the bat there. They do not have an encounter with Oberyn's family, but his wife and those chicks that he's with. They're very bizarrely sexy, but they're scary. They're hot, they're dangerous, they're looking for revenge. They're not happy with Oberyn's brother. They're looking for revenge, yeah, well, like I just said that. Anyhow, so now Cersei, still pulling major strings. This bitch is up to no good. She's got the small council down to absolutely nothing. She realizes the king's just a little pussy. The king is, in fact, a little pussy. She gets the high scepter, some kind of guy, I guess, making the justice the king can't lay out, the gods can. That's what she has arranged, basically just to get Marjorie's little brother arrested. Marjorie's not happy. She goes to the king. The king can't do squat because he's a little pussy. Cersei sitting back, loving it all. Showing her son what's up. Showing Marjorie what's up. How long is this going to last, though? King's Landing. Strippers, whores, wine, homos. Everybody's going down. Anyhow, on to that. Let's see, what do we got next? Let's see. Marjorie was pissed. All Jon Snow, red woman titties. You finally got the red woman nipples. Been hoping for it since like episode 7 last season. Might have been the last look we got at them. Here we are finally, season 4. Told you this was a big episode. They're coming back. They made their comeback. Stannis and his daughter have a sweet little heart-to-heart. He tells her how much he loves her and how much he cares about her. They talk about the grayscale. Probably means she's going to die soon, unfortunately. Stannis' wife, somebody needs to smack her around. The red woman needs to show her what's up. Let's see here. Now, let's see. Are we to the end? Are we to the point that's got my heart just boom, 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 boom? Yep, we are. Barristan and Grey Worm. Old dude, those other assassins that are always hanging out with prostitutes. There was a major setup. The Sons of Harpy have attacked. The Khaleesi's crew is down. They've been set up. Grey Worm and Barristan cornered, fighting, outnumbered probably 25-2. They fight to what looks like their death. They may have survived. If they did survive, it's not going to be good. Old Grey Worm, dude, if this is the end of Grey Worm, he went out like a motherfucker. The Unsullied, a lot of Unsullied lost. The Khaleesi's safe up there now. We need the dragons. This is where the dragons are needed. Jorah's coming back into town. Even Tyrion's little brain might come in handy. Alright, I'm FZappa20. I hope I didn't go over my 3.5 minutes. Subscribe for Game of Thrones. Check out the previous ones from this season. Thumbs up, yo. Aww. Alright, another episode down. FZappa20 back with another Game of Thrones recap. Here we got the dragons. A little bit of taste of the dragons. The dragons got them a taste of a slave owner. The Khaleesi playing judge, jury, executioner, gives up one of them guys to the dragons, trying to scare the shit out of the other ones, trying to get some answers of what happened last week. Grey Worm survives. Barristan did not, however. Sadly, we lose him. Grey Worm, though, admits he's down with old girl. He was scared that he would never see her again, he claims. He did not fear death. Jon Snow, he's still trying to get the wildlings behind the wall. He wants them on. He wants the Brothers of the Night Watch to hear him out. Stannis has got no time for that. Stannis is marching on the Boltons. Got a lot of Ramsay in this episode. Got your favorite chomper, Reek. He was all over this one. Sansa. So apparently Reek does remember Theon, but he just pretty much acts like Reek whenever Ramsay's around, just because he doesn't want another ass whipping. Already had his dick cut off. He knows not to mess with Ramsay. Ramsay's chick, saw her titties. She's in there, Miranda. She's fucking with Sansa. She does not like Sansa, of course. No Littlefinger in this one. No Arya in this one. Let's see. It was a lot of the Boltons and Jon Snow. A little bit of the Targaryens. Khaleesi, that is. Oh, Stannis and Sam had a little face-to-face. Stannis hitting up the big kid. Trying to get some info from him. Wanting to know what was up with that walker he killed. And then it ends with Jorah and Tyrion. Last week you had the speaking of the grayscale. You know the deal with it. They go through Valyria. Oh, man, how badass was that scene? The town was in ruins. They go through what remains. That's where they send people that just got off of grayscale that were never murdered. It appears that Jorah may have been tainted. Tyrion, however, was not. Will they get to the Khaleesi? What's going to happen now? This is unbelievable. They say that the show is now ahead of the books. Who knows? I never read the books to begin with. All I know is we finally got to see Valyria. We got a little bit of dragon actions. Tyrion saw the dragons. Anyhow, I'm FZappa20. We're out of here. We did not get red woman nipples. But hey, we got them last week. Can't get greedy. We got some Miranda titties this week, though. And we got a Stannis. Oh, you got Aemon Targaryen. He was talking some shit to Jon Snow about Kill the Boy. The name of the episode, Kill the Boy. We still don't know who the boy is. Alright. Oh yeah, plus old man Bolton. Got a kid on the way. Might be a boy, they say. Alright, Game of Thrones, episode 6, next week, FZappa20. Alright. Whoa. Now that ending, even by Ramsay terms, that ending was something. But let's get back to the beginning. This is FZappa 20. What are we? Episode 6 here at Game of Thrones. Started out with a lot of Arya over there at the House of Black and White. Old dude tells her she's ready to become someone. She's not ready to become no one, but she has something. She cleans a couple more bodies. I think she even killed a person. Brought in a little sick girl. She kind of went off, pretty much pulls a Dr. Jack Kevorkian on them, basically. Comes in sick. She puts them out of their misery. That's all they need, you know. Takes her down into the dungeons. What happens to the bodies afterwards? And there's just millions of heads everywhere. You just see their faces. They're dead. Pretty creepy, but, you know, whatever. Arya seemed down. She didn't seem to be too freaked out by it all, you know. Tyrion and Jorah, there was a few scenes with them. Then at some point, they run into a slave ship. Tyrion looks like he's on the brink of being murdered for about the 80th time in this show, but he survives again. They decide they're going to take him to Slaver's Bay. They convince him that Jorah's some kind of badass. He's going to go in there and fight, and, you know, hopefully they'll get their freedom that way. They were going to sell Tyrion. They were going to kill him and cut off his dick and sell that, but he claimed, hey, whoa, bud, I ain't got no midget dick. You might think it, but not the case. Just because you show up with a dick. I guess he was implying I got a fucking big wanker, buddy. That's what he was implying there, but we know. Come on. Come on, Tyrion. I remember, though, back last season, dude, you were swinging some midget dick around that courtroom, letting your old man know what was up. So anyhow, I'm getting sidetracked here. Lancel and Baelish, man, that was nice. Baelish was like, oh, shit. What is this little creepy son of a bitch going to do to me? He's got shit stenciled on his forehead. So they go back to Dorne, or the scene, you know, we go over there where Lannister's over there trying to get his daughter back. We see her, Oberyn's daughters. There's a little fight there, but everybody gets to the girl at once, you know, so nothing happens. She's still safe. There was a little bit of a fight scene, though. You got to see some of the cool weapons of these freaks in Dorne. And you got to see his daughters. They're hot. And the Lannister girl's hot. But really, what we needed to prepare for was the wedding. The Sansa Ramsay wedding. It's pretty dark, kind of creepy. You know, these Winterfell weddings. So anyhow, just for a moment there, you think, wow, man, maybe Ramsay's going to be cool. Maybe he's going to treat Sansa like a lady, like his wife. Nah, man. Oh, shit. I didn't even talk about what Cersei did either. That fucking bitch, you know, she's more devious than we thought. She not only got the gay Tyrell, she got the queen. Tommen just sat there like, whoa, what am I supposed to do? What's going on? I mean, that kid sucks, man. What a shitty king. Is he the worst king ever? No doubt. So anyhow, you get to the very end. Sansa gets her hair washed by that little psycho bitch Miranda. She's back to the red hair. You get the wedding. Ramsay gives her a nice kiss, and then he's pretty much like, yo, Reek, shut the door. Watch me give it to this bitch doggy style. And that's how the episode ends. Ramsay just fucking Sansa. She doesn't sound like she's feeling it. Well, I mean, she's feeling it, but you know what I'm saying? And Reek's got to sit there and watch. I wish Reek would have just went up behind Ramsay and cut his fucking throat. But it's not what happened. So I'm FZappa 20. You guys, you know, viewership was down last week, man. What's going on, people? You got to hit the thumbs up. You got to tell somebody else, and, you know, that's the deal. I'll keep fucking making them if only 4 people watch. I don't know who I'm trying to who I'm kidding. Game of Thrones. Alright, here we are again. Episode 7, The Gift, Season 5 of Game of Thrones. I'm FZappa 20, and you people continue to hit the thumbs up. So here we go again. Last week ended with the shocking rape scene with Ramsay and Sansa. This week starts out with Sansa laying in bed crying. Not taking to Ramsay too well, apparently. She tries to get to Reek/Theon. Does convince Theon to put the candle up there in the tower. Brienne of Tarth will come save the day, but not. Ramsay knows. Ramsay's behind it. He kills the little snitch there from the north. Lets Sansa know what's up. Aemon Targaryen died. That was a sad scene there with Sam and him and old girl. Stannis and the Red Woman had to get down to business. The Red Woman finally told him, like, look, your daughter's got to go. Stannis was not having it. We got no Red Woman titties this week, obviously. There was a little fight there. She's out. Well, she's not out, but Stannis told her to get out for now, and then that was all we got from those two. You know, Sam, he's losing friends at the walls. Man tells him Jon's gone. Like I said, Aemon died. Two of the thugs from the night watch come on. They corner Sam. They're gonna get his woman. You think, oh man, are we going rape scene back-to-back weeks on Game of Thrones? But nope. Sam steps in. He gets roughed up. Gets his ass whooped pretty good actually. But then Ghost gets his back, scares those two dudes off, which leads to one of the most awkward sex scenes in the history of the show, I'm sure. Sam gets laid. He's in pain from the ass whooping he took. Old girl rides him pretty good, and Sam's in some discomfort, but he likes it. You know, it was odd. Luckily, it didn't last long. We go over to Dorne. They got the daughters locked up. They got Bronn locked up. Now, this is where the Red Woman gets a run for the money. We saw one of Oberyn's daughters, over 18, I believe, Oberyn's daughters, get a look at her titties. Now, I don't know who's running this show over there, but damn, do they know how to cast some titties. I'll tell you that. Some wonderful nipples on this lady. Bronn is poisoned. For some reason, though, she gives him the antidote, saves the day, covers up them titties, and that's all we get from those. I don't know what's up with that, though. Who knows? So I'm leaving out Cersei and the Tyrells and all. I just about had enough of that. Like, I do not care about the politics, the bitching, the whining, these little moves. Who can out-bitch who? So what we got now was, at the end, you got a big payoff, finally, for all these people that just want to strangle Cersei, and there's plenty of us. She goes, Tommen. He doesn't even get it. So she goes down, talks to Marjorie. Just pretty much just giving her the business. You know the deal by now. So she walking out, and that's when the guy gets her, the old guy there, the High Scepter, the Sparrow, whatever he's called. Him and old dude now, Lancel. Woo! He says, Cersei, it's your turn. They grab her, they arrest her, these women, throw her in jail. And it's not looking good for Cersei. I didn't see this one coming, but I'm pumped up about that. I knew it wasn't going to end well for the Lannisters, but I don't know what's going down. And just as a bonus, we finally got the meeting of Khaleesi, the lovely Targaryen, and Tyrion. We don't know what's going to happen yet. She just meets him. She's like, who are you little midget? And he's like, I'm Tyrion Lannister. And then that's it. Alright, I'm F Zappa 20. This was episode 7. I kept the bong on ice this week. A few people were like, come on, dude, can't you keep the bong away? Well, one person pointed out, like, it's a 3 or 4 minute fucking recap, dude. You can't put the bong out there. I just dropped an F-bomb on you, too. Not safe for work. Language, no bong hits this week, but we do got some language. Alright, we're 7 deep. If you've subscribed, good deal. You know. Alright, that's it. I'm done. I'm just fired up, man. That was a great episode. Well done. The gift. Oh, whoa. Now that was what we've been waiting for a long time. I don't even know if F Zappa 20 should be doing a review, little recap of this episode or not. I'm fired up, man. That little battle there was something. But we'll try here. We'll start out the beginning with Khaleesi and Jorah and Tyrion and the deal there. Khaleesi's still giving Jorah the cold shoulder. She turns to Tyrion for advice. He says, let him live, but get him out of here. People can't have that. Cersei, we get her. She keeps getting visits down there in the dungeon. She's getting smacked in the face with a ladle of all things. We see a little bit of Arya. I guess she's on her first mission, basically, to kill somebody, it seems like. I'm pretty sure she's going to kill somebody. I don't know what's going on. Get to see Arya in a different outfit, at least, for once. We get Reek. We get Sansa. Reek tells Sansa those weren't the Stark kids, you know. Those were those little farmer kids, you know. Don't freak out too bad. I know you're pissed at me, but Ramsay claims he's going to take on Stannis' army with just 20 dudes. I'm saying, all right, cool, Ramsay. You try that. You go take on the Red Woman, Stannis, those titties, those shadows. Ramsay's a dead man, basically, if that happens. So I'm saying, Ramsay, go for it, dude. Take your 20 men and go for it, bud. Tyrion and Khaleesi. Oh, yeah, we had a little sit-down with those two. Even had a few glasses of wine at some point, like everybody does. They take the wine from Tyrion. We get Sam and his girl, whatever. Jorah, he's not done yet, though. Not so fast. Jorah's demanding to fight once again in front of the Khaleesi. I don't know what's up with that. So anyhow, that was the, you got all that kind of stuff. But then it came down to Jon Snow going over to talk to the wildlings. He's getting some things accomplished. He's telling them about the dragon glass. Seems like things are cool. That giant's getting a little pissed. So, right as everything's cool, it's like some wildlings are staying, some are going to the wall. They start showing up, man. Finally, was this 5 years? We get a good. We've seen some walkers, but not like this, man. It was a full-blown walker army attacking. Oh man, it was part Walking Dead, part freak show. I mean, they're zombies. Whatever what do they call these things, man? I don't know. They had the blue eyes at some point. They had some captains. They had some leaders. They can't fuck with that giant though, man. Even multiple of them attacking him at once. This is unbelievable. You know, I even got a reaction. Look for that later coming up to Jon Snow. I'm telling you, man, I got no words to describe this war. It was on. The Bone Master got smashed. Old Redbeard tore him up. That was pretty cool. That was before the war even started. But we finally got a look at the dead army, the army of the dead. All the wildlings they killed immediately turned to walkers. Jon Snow, some of his boys got away. Ooh, but Jon Snow and that walker, man, what is up with Jon Snow? That sword he was wielding. Woo! Like I said in the reaction video, is he magic? I don't know, man. This was probably a weak effort on the recap. You guys been watching, you've been hitting the thumbs up, but I like to do them quick, right off the presses as soon as the show ends. But tonight, I'm just a little fired up, man. I'm about to look around. Might have to hit some valerian cabbage here. Got me a new Sherlock pipe and all. Alright, Zappa20's out of here. Next week, check the reaction video. What? Whoa, what a roller coaster of a show. Episode 9. Zappa20 here again. Still kind of in shock. Maybe this is one of the nights I shouldn't be jumping on here and doing it immediately, but here we are. We'll start at the beginning, as always. Jon Snow and the wildlings are getting back to the wall. Even the giant comes with them. He gets in. Ramsay, he does. Like last week I was saying, Ramsay, you take your 20 dudes and go after Stannis. Well, it's not exactly what I was thinking. He did. Kind of put Stannis behind the 8 ball there a little bit. The Red Woman. She's in this episode, of course. More on her here in a moment. Jaime, he's over in Dorne making a deal to get his daughter, niece, back. And going to bring the prince dude back with him. He's going to sit on the small council, yada, yada, yada. The sellsword Braun, he's making it back. He's out of there as well. So they kind of tied that up a little bit. They were over there with Arya for a moment. One of her dudes showed up. Sick bastard. But no kill goes down. Yeah, the Lord Tyrell, old dude, they showed up over there in the Bravos. So let's get to the deal here, man. And this was upsetting to me. I was very upset at this point. I wanted to turn the show off for a moment. Now, there is no bigger fan of the Red Woman on earth. If you've been watching the videos, you know how I feel about the Red Woman, all right? And Stannis. Kind of been a big Stannis guy here the last 10 or 11 episodes. But tonight, it happened, man. They've been leading up to, I don't even want to talk about it. They've been leading up to it. You know, Stannis' daughter might have to be sacrificed. And with Ramsay doing what he did, Stannis finally pulls the trigger, so to speak. His daughter is burned alive in front of everyone. Stannis' army doesn't look happy. Stannis, the Red Woman, you know, fuck her. I was so mad at her. I wanted Stannis to fucking kill her. But that's not what happens. The little girl dies, burned alive, screaming for her mom in the throes of... It was agonizing. Got the Cavs game on over here, kind of like being an Ohio sports fan. It's agonizing. But back to the show. So then they do, at least, right then, when I'm just sick to my stomach. We're over at the Great Games. The Khaleesi getting it done, you know, saying, all right, let's have this happen. You know, you get into the fighting, you almost forget about them damn sons of Harpy. But there they are. They show up just as Jorah the Explorer is winning. He gets one Sons of Harpy. Then you realize, oh shit, they're everywhere. And then the battle, you know, they surround her. There's some Unsullied there. She's got her dudes. Jorah's back on Team Targaryen. It's getting tense. You're like, oh no, they're going to kill her. They're going to take her prisoner. And I'm thinking, oh man, you got to bring this dragon out. Might get a reaction video. I don't know. It's recorded, but we'll see. Anyhow, yes, right when you're thinking, is she going to bring the dragons? Can she just summons these things or what? She gets him to show up. He shows up, he's doing his thing, and it's just like, yes, man, yes, fuck them up, burn them, fuck that, your little masks aren't going to help, are they, Sons of Harpy? Well, then just what, I don't know, that thing starts getting hit with spears. I'm like, dude, you ain't going to hurt a dragon with spears, but turns out you can hurt a dragon with enough, you got enough spears. I don't know if they got some dragon poison on them bitches or what. Sorry, I need to calm down. So... they're fucking the dragon up. It looks like they may kill it. They have a great opportunity to take out Khaleesi, but they don't. I think they're all just like, there's a fucking dragon right there. So anyhow, long story short, she hops on the dragon, gets out of dodge, speaks to the dragon. They fly out of there. Pretty awesome moment. You see the pyramid in the background, but then it's like, dude, what about the other guys? I don't know if they're just like, I don't know if the Sons of Harpy care about Tyrion and company or not, but they were left behind, and that's the end of the episode. I'm FZappa20, and thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hitting thumbs up. If you're subscribed, and that's cool, you need to share this. I'm getting my ass kicked by some other Game of Thrones people. But, hey man, just one guy. This guy. Team Targaryen now, man. Fuck Stannis and the Red Woman. I want to cut her titties off. Burn those nipples. Alright, I'm done. Oh boy, so here we are. You know, the more deaths on Game of Thrones. FZappa20 here for the season finale. Thanks for tuning in this season. If you've jumped on board and you've subscribed and you've been hitting the thumbs up. Now, if you subscribed, I probably won't be making a lot of Game of Thrones videos until next season, but big hang with them until then. You know, just put me on the back burner. FZappa20 next year. Alright, now on to the show. Stannis, you know, he lost half his men. I think a lot of people saw that one coming, obviously. They bailed on him after what he did last week. They're not into this Red Woman. All the sellswords out of here. His wife as well, she couldn't take it. She's gone. She hung herself. So then we move on to Sam and Jon Snow. Sam considers himself useless at the Wall. He says, let me go to the Citadel, become a maester. Jon Snow agrees. He goes on there. Now, we're going to fly through this because there's a lot of stuff that happened. I mean, major stuff like the battle with Stannis finally goes down. He loses half his men, but he's not stopping. He marches forward without the Red Woman. We'll talk about what she did later, that sneaky little bitch. So, didn't turn out good for Stannis. They get slaughtered. Brienne of Tarth face to face with Stannis, getting her ultimate revenge. Brienne of Tarth, huh? I was so oh man, I don't know. Reek, he saves Sansa, because as all that was going down, she's trying to bail. She can't get out of there, though. What's her name? Ramsay's other chick. Reek kills her in the name of Sansa. Then we get over to Arya. See, man, this is crazy. I gotta just touch on Arya. She kills the dude, the sick bastard on her list. Fucks him up good, man. Gouges his eyes out, fucks him all up. I think she finishes him off with the dagger right to the fucking ball sack, I believe. Finished him off, but she gets back to the... some weird shit happened to her. I don't know what happened with Arya, man. I think, is she a faceless person now? Is she officially no one? Someone died. I don't know if it was her. I don't know what happened, man. Maybe... Did old dude kill Arya? I don't know. Somebody will have to explain that one to me. Jaime and his daughter have a talk. She says, I know, Dad. You're my dad. Right about that time, the poison kicks in. The sand snakes kill her. Who knows? Tyrion, Jorah, Grey Worm, they're all talking. The Khaleesi's chick, they're wanting to know where she's at. Apparently, they're going to have to go hunt for her. The dragon took her way out in the middle of nowhere. God knows where. Khaleesi finds herself surrounded by the natives. I don't know if they're hostile. Who knows what's going on with that. Varys did show up back there, too, to talk to Tyrion. So that may come in handy with Grey Worm and company back there. Daenerys out there in the middle of nowhere being surrounded by people on horses. Cersei finally got... I mean, this was so bad with her. You almost wished, you know... Look, she deserved it, right? Hair chopped off, just humiliated beyond belief. People spitting in her face, smacking her, walking nude. The walk of shame, for sure. Shame, shame. They kept ringing the bell. Shame. She looked like Sharon Stone with her hair cut off. Shame, shame. So, you know, you almost felt bad for her. But real cool, because right when she gets back to the castle, the mountain, this new mountain thing appears, the monster. Alright, guys, so we're getting out of control. We're finally wrapping this up. Jon Snow, yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. That was shocking and upsetting, but at the very end of the episode, they hang a sign that says traitor, and they turn on Jon Snow and they kill him. One by one, they come up and they stick a sword right in his gut, including that little kid. Man, fuck that little kid. He doesn't get it, man. He's too young. He's too stupid. He doesn't get it, man. He doesn't understand. Jon Snow was... Alright, so anyhow, that's it. The season is over. I'm FZappa20. Thumbs up, and if you subscribe for Game of Thrones, good luck. See you guys later. The season finale. I'll pause here for a minute so you can check out these other videos. The season 5 finale pause.